It's good. So I know the title says how to build credit within a year, but you can do it way faster and way quicker with the right information and implementation. I know credit can be boring. I know it can be frustrated because you're listening to that person and that person and that person over there and that person over there telling you to do this, the speed online, do that, do that. But it's not working because your credit score is not going up, right? Things are not falling off. Things are not working. And if you know, like I know how you feel because I was there. I was into all the information, all that, but things wasn't working. And when credit came up, I didn't even want to talk about it because it just made me feel less of a person. And if it's making you feel that way too, and you have goals and aspirations to become better, and if you want a dream house, dream car, and you're trying to do things to become better, but credit is holding you back, I know how you feel because I was there. And I want to show you everything I learned so you can get to where you want to be. And with my 7-step system, right? My 7-step system, I can show you everything you need to know. So you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. So to improve your credit and get things removed off your credit report, you need a system. Without a system, you're going to be all over the place, and I don't want you to be all over the place, right? So if you want results like this, you need to listen and be coachable, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know step by step by step to get things removed. And first things first, you got to have a goal. You got to have the end in mind. So if you want a house, if you want a car, if you want personal business funding, right, you need to have a goal, because if you're not working towards something, you're going to most likely quit. And I don't want you to quit because I care. Yes, I said it, I care. A lot of people don't care, but I actually care about your goals. I care about your dreams. I care about everything that you want to accomplish because I was there. I almost quit. I almost gave up. I was like, yo, forget this. But I didn't have a goal. I wasn't working towards something. All I did was want to talk about, yo, I have a 750 credit score and tell everybody, you know, and show off. But once I had a goal, once I had a clear vision, and my vision was buying a house, then I started to see progress, and then I started to see things starting to happen. So once you have a goal, once you have a clear vision, then you'll start to see progress. Then you'll start to see that you're working towards something. So have the end in mind. Second and foremost, you need to actually analyze your credit report. You need to identify what's going on. So pause this video, click the link in the description, download your credit report. Once you identify what's going on in your credit report, you're going to see negative accounts. Once you see these negative accounts, you're going to look at the open balance, the open date, the date of last activity. You're going to see all this stuff, and it's going to be incorrect, right? According to the law, everything has to be 100% accurate, right? The FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything has to be 100% accurate. If it's not accurate, then that must be removed, right? So highlight all this information, circle it, whatever you got to do. Identify all the negative items on your credit report that's not reported accurately, like Experian, TransUnion, Equifax have to show the same open date, the same date of last activity, the same balance. They got to show everything correctly. Now, if it's not shown correctly, then circle and highlight it. You're going to set the credit bureaus up. You're going to set them up to get things removed off your credit report, right? Third and foremost, we got to clean up your personal information. So when it comes to your name, your address, your date of birth, your phone number, your work history, all that information is attached to all those negative accounts that you highlighted in the second step. So what we want to do is update it with a new phone number and a new address, right? So I want you to think back to where you actually lived at when you open up these accounts, so we can basically make it harder for the credit bureaus to verify, because we're going to update it with a new phone number and a new address. And once we do that, like I said, we're going to make it harder for the credit bureaus to verify this information, or these accounts, so we can get these accounts removed much quicker. So what you want to do is send a letter to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You're going to send a personal information letter in, and you're basically going to say, it's going to be simple. I want to remove all these addresses that I've been living at because I don't live here no more, and update it with a new address. And it's that simple. And what you're going to do is attach it with a driver's license and a bill, right? So the credit bureaus can verify who you are. The fourth step, once you clean up your personal information, now you want to freeze the snitches. When it comes to the snitches, there are people that you don't even know about that are snitching on you. CoreLogic, SageStream, LexisNexis, all those places are snitching on you to the credit bureau. So freeze them, hush them up, and suppress them, so it could be much easier for you to get things removed. Now that you freeze the snitches, the fifth step is one of the most important steps, because you're going to set the credit bureaus up. So what you want to do is all those accounts that you highlighted in the second step, what you're going to do is send the investigation letter in. This investigation letter makes the credit bureaus have to check every piece of information on those accounts. So what you want to do is send a letter to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax and tell them check every piece of information on this account, and if it's not reported correctly, please delete it. And what the credit bureaus have to do is respond to you within 30 to 45 days. They have 30 to 45 days to respond to you, and two things is going to happen. Either the account's going to get removed or it's going to say verified. If it's verified, now it's the sixth step. What you're going to do is send a dispute letter in. And what the dispute letter is going to say is, how did you properly verify this account if you're going to use a credit report as your support, if the open date, the date of last activity, all these are not reported correctly. So this is how you get things removed off your credit report. It's a system. And once you know the system, you can get things removed. The seventh step is you got to be relentless. Every 30 to 45 days, you need to follow up with the credit bureaus and send a letter in. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to take, it's not going to take a year to get things removed, but it's going to take a little bit of time to dispute with the credit bureaus. So you have the law in your favor. So what you want to do is get everything removed off your credit report. The seventh step is being relentless. You got to be relentless, right? And then the time being, as you're removing these negative accounts, what you want to do is check your credit report to see if you have any installment loans or any revolving credit, because what you want to do is add positive accounts on your credit report so you can see your score increasing over time as you're getting these things removed off your credit report.